Hi, I'm Dan Ireland. This is Trailers from Hell. Welcome to Toy Day. If you ever saw The Pink Panther, you must have seen A Shot in the Dark. This is the exact gun that was used in the murder in Blake Edwards' film, and I have it here with me today to reenact a great scene from the film. Join me as we watch Peter Sellers and Elka Summer romp in Blake Edwards' A Shot in the Dark.
Hello, my name is Dum Dum. I'm a bullet. Bang! Did I scare you? I'm a movie star.
Any relation to this film and the Pink Panther was purely intentional. It never started out that way, but Peter Sellers was attached to do this film. He hated the script, and he took it to his good friend Blake Edwards, well, his good friend at the time, Blake Edwards, and asked him if he would do it. Well, Blake Edwards read it, and he thought, hey, if I can change the central character in this film to becoming the character I had in my last film, Inspector Clouseau, this might be fun. So he, along with William Peter Blatty, who wrote The Exorcist, came up with this great reinvention of the character. The film is pretty simple. It's someone's cheating on someone, a jealous lover comes in, no one sees who the jealous lover is because everything goes dark, and they murder the lover. They call in the brilliant Inspector Clouseau, who comes into the chateau where George Saunders and a host of other people are to solve the murder and take the beautiful Elka Summer off the suspect list. At least that's what Peter Sellers wants to do. The rest of it is a complete romp. It's hysterical. It's absurd. It has one of the greatest scenes through a nudist colony that I think was ever put on film from 1964. And the result was this film was actually funnier than the original Pink Panther. And it was as successful. And the strange thing was, it was released probably 2-3 months after the Pink Panther, and it went on to be one of the biggest successes for United Artists. The bad news, Blake Edwards and Peter Sellers really came to blows on this movie. They didn't speak for 4 years. They reunited later on in a film called The Party, but it took a lot of time to heal the baggage on this one. The other thing that this film had was it brought out Herbert Lom as Inspector Dreyfus, who became a staple in all the rest of the Pink Panther sequels. George Saunders gives one of his most invisible performances in this film, but yet it's still nice to see George Saunders. But the guy who nearly steals the film is Burt Kwok as Kato, Clouseau's inscrutable jiu-jitsu-trained houseboy, who is always ready to try a new move on the unsuspecting Clouseau, which led to a lot of hilarity and a lot of embarrassment with Elka Summer, especially on their big seduction night. Once again, the incredible Henry Mancini scores the film with an incredible soundtrack and a song by Fran Jeffries called The Shadows of Paris. Fran Jeffries also did a beautiful song in the Pink Panther called It Had Better Be Tonight. At least that's the English translation. I can't pronounce it in Italian. I'm not going to pretend to. But the one thing I'm not pretending is this is a great comedy. If you find yourself in a blue mood, try putting in the DVD. It'll change everything.
Psst. Confidentially, the murderer is... If you want to know who the murderer is, you'll have to come and see the picture. Yeah.